How you doing, Taurus? So, right after I did my prayer, I was doing a little shuffling. This flew out, so I feel like it is yours and it does belong to you. 0, first card out. You could have Aries within your chart or someone you're dealing with, but I feel this is you. If you don't have Aries within your chart, you're definitely have the energy of something new. Reaching out into a brand new cycle, a brand new start within your life. Being optimistic and about your path, not knowing exactly the dangers that is mapped out ahead of you, but willing to go towards something new enthusiastically, ready to learn. Celtic cross, the situation. Two, 7 of clubs. You're starting off something brand new, a new start in your life. It could be a new career, leaving a relationship into starting a new life in singlehood, or leaving a new job or career path, or starting a new job or career path. Or, it's something definitely brand new. And I feel like you got this start and this new beginning because you felt the need to stand up for yourself. Maybe there is a need to stand up for yourself in some kind of way, speak your truth, stand up for your beliefs, and to keep your position. Maybe someone in the past tried to knock you off your position and you released for yourself from that because you stood within your strength and your own values. This is on the foundation, the causes of your situation. 5 of clubs, conflict, triangulation. It's also competition. A lot of shit talking behind people's backs, a lot of competition. It's people triangulating others, like speaking ill about others behind that other's back without not giving them an opportunity to speak up for themselves, like sabotage behind people's backs. It's having some kind of really oppositional fighting and power control dynamics. Maybe even gaslighting. There's somebody here that felt like they were being ganged up on. That they were being kind of like undervalued in some kind of way. Maybe even like exploited in some kind of way and feeling used, and that's why you needed to stand up for yourself, and that's the reason for your new beginning. You feel like you took a lot of flack from other people, and you even compromised your own values and beliefs and needs in order to appease other people. And I feel like it was on a foundation of always feeling the need to explain yourself or justify yourself in some kind of way, or feeling like you couldn't justify yourself in some kind of way because you just always felt ganged up on, and you felt kind of like not only unappreciated but belittled, and your confidence was shot, and maybe it made you a little unsure of yourself and unsure of your own abilities. And you didn't like that situation. You didn't like being in situations where you gave so much and people would be kind of, ungrateful. And not only ungrateful, but also abusive, especially if you would put yourself out so much and you had so much effort that you put into this relationship, job, career, situation. Because one thing that Tauruses is that have, it's dedication. If you're going to do things, you do things well. If you're going to put your energy into something, you put your all into something. And you don't like wasting your time or your effort or your resources or your energy on things that doesn't amount to much. And maybe in the past you thought it would amount to something or to something more, or there would be some kind of like payoff or something along those lines, but you found out there was no benefit, there was no payoff. It was just a constant power struggle, a power dynamic, control dynamic, a power struggle and control dynamics. And you finally had to stand up for yourself by deciding not to play the game and not feeding into it and not being the other person that this other person could be oppositional against. For somehow you became some kind of like you became that person in order for other people to try to dominate around you in order to make themselves feel better about their powerlessness, if that makes sense. And you don't want to be used as a tool anymore, or somebody's tool for like to feel better about themselves. If they're a whole person, they should be able to do that for themselves. The past, what is behind you, your creative talents and abilities, Four of Swords. So what is behind you? The past is Four of Swords, taking a rest, taking time out for yourself. You know, maybe you had to start pulling back and taking care of yourself for a change. You put so much time and energy nourishing others and the people around you that you felt a need to start pulling back because you started to feel depleted. And if you continually put out that energy around you and it never gets filled by the energies around you, then, you know, you start, you would still feel depleted and used and unappreciated. You want to put something to rest. You want to put negative and toxic behaviors, situations, and people to rest. You want to not have to deal with other people's dramas and conflicts. And it's like the 3 usually comes after the 4. The 3 of Swords is betrayal, which is up here. Why would that be your... But with 4 is a rest. There can be some kind of recovery period in your past after some kind of fight or some kind of battle. After being depleted and overworking, you can be recuperating and recovering from some kind of sickness or illness. It can be even like, maybe you're not feeling all that well as well. Maybe feeling a bit under weather. Maybe even vertigo or lightheadedness. Maybe you do need to take some more time and take it easy. Or maybe you did. You were just putting yourself out so much. You were overworking and overdoing that you kind of realized that you were exhausted and overwhelmed and overworked. And you finally took the time to pull back and take some time for yourself and to look after yourself and stand up for yourself, because You know, you can't depend on other people to do that for you. And if that's something that you need, it definitely needs to be voiced. Because otherwise, if you don't look after yourself like you would a friend or loved one, then who do you expect to look after you? Maybe that's the betrayal, is that maybe those that you took so much care of and taken care of for a long time and nourished, you felt some kind of pain and hurt that they didn't see that you were struggling and needed help, especially when you were always aware of anyone's pain around you. The best that can be your goals and your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at present is the Three of Swords. This is betrayal. You're conscious of some kind of betrayal? Feeling betrayed or sabotaged, or, you know, some kind of infidelity possibly, or some kind of sabotage or deep betrayal, or, you know, I'm not sure which, but it was a betrayal. Like someone stuck a knife in your heart and you were doing so much for the situation. You were putting out so much energy, love, care, and abundance, and you even overlooked yourself and your own needs in order to maintain it and to make the other person happy. And not only did they not notice your needs, or they didn't even really consider them. Like it was never considered. And you found yourself constantly getting heartbroken, thinking that somebody there would kind of, for the person that you were dealing with, or the people that you were dealing with, or relationships, would be a little more aware of how much you did for them. But apparently it wasn't seen. No matter how much energy you put into it, you've always felt depleted, and it was never reciprocated. And you finally decided to take your power back and to stand up for yourself. No longer going to let yourself be gaslighted or, you know, feel less than because somebody needs to overpower you or feel above you in some kind of way. And maybe before you did appease the situation, but no more. You're headed towards your happiness. And you're headed towards your own joy. Are you headed towards a third party? Maybe somebody you were interested in, or someone or something that you're interested in. If this is a new job, this is like leaving one job in short notice to go towards another. If this is a relationship, it's leaving one partner because of a betrayal. Maybe you got betrayed in a relationship and a partner was unfaithful, and you decided to leave the situation because of it and start something new. Or you found out that there was a betrayal with a partner that you were with, but there was a betrayal that happened. I don't know if this happened to you or if you did the betraying. But what is just before you is, it could be a reunion or a celebration. Maybe going towards a reunion with somebody new, or somebody that you've been interested in because you've held yourself back because, you know, you were with someone who was unfaithful to you in some kind of way, or lied by omission in some kind of way, or there was some kind of betrayal, whether it was with infidelity or money, or, you know, if it was a job, it was like being looked over for a position that you did everything for because they wanted you and your extra efforts around. If it's a partner, it's them. There was infidelity and you decided to leave the situation and go towards something that you find more fulfilling. You see yourself as the King of Clubs, the King of Wands. Taurus, you could have fire in your chart, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or you could be looking at a King of Clubs. But I feel like there is a new passionate drive for something. It feels like you've gotten a second chance at life, a new passionate start and a new passionate beginning. There's a lot of passion, energy, and drive into something new, and it was built on the foundation of heartache and pain and betrayal. And you decided to stand up for yourself and go seek out your joy, whether that's with a situation, person, or a job, career, or business. And you feel great about it. People around you see you as the High Priestess. Someone who knows much, but speaks very little, who has maybe, you know, someone who is interested in the occult rituals. Maybe they even think that you could have some witchy characteristics. A high priestess is someone who has deeply learned in the occult ritual practices, very empathic and intuitive. Someone who rules the unconscious, with this also the card of Pisces. They see you as someone deeply mysterious. There's something about you that it kind of draws people to you, and you carry an air of mystery to them because it's hard for them to know exactly what it is about you, like what it is. People have trouble profiling you because you seem very private and you seem to stick to yourself, and you don't speak a lot when it comes to certain situations, and that's why, and people have a certain kind of idea about you because you don't speak, because when you do, you seem to surprise people, because when you do, you have deep knowledge that you throw. You can be an occultist, a spiritualist, or someone who deals with the creative arts. Or someone who deals with the unconscious, like psychology. Could be someone who's interested in psychology, things of that sort. If not, the occult and rituals. But you could be not speaking, you're not communicating, you're keeping a lot of secrets to people, and you're not telling a lot of people what's going on. And that's why you kind of carry this air of mystery with you. So maybe because you're so quiet, they think that you're keeping some kind of secrets. And maybe you are, because you're working on something. And you're manifesting something with this King of Clubs here. This is manifestation power. This is passion, drive, movement. They see you as a high priestess, someone who is mysterious and who's not communicating, someone who can be a little bit, someone who keeps to themselves and seems kind of like in their own world, like, what is this girl or guy thinking? Your hopes and fears, movement, communication, or some kind of change and movement. You've been feeling really stagnant. You're waiting for a new beginning, but it feels like no matter how much time and energy and effort you put into something, there's always these blockages. There's always things that come up in your way, conflict, problems, worries. There can be, house repairs that is showing up, like things just constantly going wrong or slowing down or not working the way that you would like to. And it's kind of heartbreaking because you're starting to feel discouraged. But don't worry, because I feel ahead of you there's gonna be a time for celebration, whether you know it or not. If you're heartbroken within a certain situation, and something that will be found out will make itself known to you, and it will lead to your kind of like your new beginning and freedom. And because you've been kind of stagnant in this situation for a really long time, and that's why you're looking for movement. You've been wanting to reach out to someone or go towards something, but you felt stuck in the past, maybe by some commitment that you weren't really happy in, something that was high conflict that you thought you could work out. But you found out that who and whatever you were dealing with was not working out for your best interests, and that's why you want to move away from this situation. Although you fear moving on as well. You want some kind of communication with somebody that you've been interested in, somebody that you felt like you put your life on hold for someone or something, and now that your energy is freed up, you want to go towards this something that you're very passionate about. And you want movement and you want communication towards a direction or person or thing, but you fear it as well. The outcome, what you will gain from this experience, the Knight of Cups. This is Knights or movements. And the outcome, what you will gain from this experience. You moving away, or actually, the quality or tool that will help you achieve a breakthrough. Be open towards starting something new, or be open to working out differences and trying to bury the hatchet and not keep a lot of resentment situations, or even people that you feel that you resent, or people that had brought a lot of heartbreak. I feel like somebody is coming towards you, but it's weird that your goal and the best it can be accomplished at present is heartbreak. I feel like you are both, if somebody is going towards you, or you want to go towards a third party, or because whoever you were dealing with, there was a betrayal, and somebody could be leaving towards a third party once this betrayal is found out. And I feel you kind of want to start something new, and you're holding back. You're not communicating, although you want communication. But somebody is going to come towards you with some kind of offer. Or you want to go towards somebody. I feel like you want to, maybe you're going to go towards someone or something. you want to go towards someone with some kind of emotional offer, getting to know someone, some kind of apology, or just, a date to get to know someone, or it's like starting off something new. And someone wants to go towards you and give you some kind of offer, and underneath it is passion too. Somebody wants to come with you towards passion, a new emotional beginning, but the goal is heartbreak. The best that can be accomplished, and your goals and your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at present is heartbreak. If you're dealing with somebody that you found out there was an infidelity, I feel like if you want to try to work it out, it's going to lead to more heartbreak. And I feel like somebody's pissed and they have a bone to pick with you, or you have a bone to pick with somebody. Whatever this betrayal happens, like there is other people involved, and it wasn't just a third party. And a third party doesn't have to be just like a romantic partner. It also could be like family members that are getting involved with your relationship, or a job that's getting involved in your relationship. Like maybe if you have a job that you're always gone all of the time, and it constantly causes problems because you constantly work overtime and you focus so much on your work that, other people around you feels betrayed by you. Or let's say, it was a family member or mother or father-in-law who constantly gets involved in the relationship, and they always choose the side of your mother or father-in-law over you when you guys should be partners. Or it could be a job that someone's passing you over that you definitely deserved and worked really hard for, and now you don't want to deal with the situation at all. But whatever betrayal that's going to make itself known, the moment you stand up for yourself and you move away from this towards someone or something new that you're actually passionate for, I think it's the best thing to leave this other situation behind, because I feel like this is a big karmic relationship, because in between you want to hurt the person who hurt you. And that's your goals and your conscious awareness, that there is a lot of betrayal and hurt within this situation. And you still carry ill feelings, and you kind of want some kind of revenge, or and I feel like there could be a clash and a big blowout between the other. And there might be like the fight that ends all fights, because there's still things that needs to be said, or you want to say that you felt like you didn't have a chance to say, and it might lead to some kind of conflict because you feel hurt. Whoever felt betrayed feels hurt, which of course, and whoever, because it's like, they see you as someone who keeps secrets, someone who doesn't communicate or speak, someone who keeps some kind of secret plans or secrets in general. And maybe you could be waiting around for someone who screwed you over, or you screwed over, some kind of communication, and you're waiting for this communication to try to mend, but you feel like whatever waiting on is not going to happen, because if you guys just end up going towards each other, it's going to lead to more conflict. What is underneath it all? It's important to go towards the things that you feel some emotional fulfillment with, and go towards it with optimism as well. If you do find something new, if you're leaving something that's burdensome behind, and not to go towards something like being completely suspicious, unless they did screw you over in the past. I feel like somebody in the past is going to come make your way. It could be someone new and somebody old, but whoever this old person was, they want some kind of reunion, and you're not really interested. You want something new. Maybe you want a new passionate beginning with somebody in the past because you didn't choose them in the past. Strength. You got some, you went into a situation that was possibly started from a night of passion. And maybe you had hopes for an emotional fulfillment, but this person was going in for passion. And I feel like if it's anyone from the past, it's important to have some kind of strength and to stay away from anyone who screwed you over in the past, because I feel like there is like an egotistical kind of like an overly proud kind of like energy that's around you who did screw you over in the past, who wants like to come around again. It's, if this is someone who comes around and wants to bury some kind of hatchet or speak to you in some kind of way, maybe offer some kind of explanation for some past betrayal, I feel like you're definitely going to have a lot of strength to hold back from this situation, and you have no trouble standing up for yourself now, because now you feel like that there's nothing that this person has to hold over you. And perhaps they had some kind of upper hand in some kind of way, and they definitely was some kind of abuse of power. I feel there will be some kind of confrontation, and it's going to be some kind of blowout. Let's see, advice. Advice. What Spirit's advice? In the past, you took a little rest. Someone offered you some kind of support in the past, or in the past, you decided to take a little rest for yourself. Maybe you were just given some kind of support in the past, like some kind of help, or maybe you thought it would be, but or something that's going to come your way in the past that's going to help you. In the past, like you felt a need to take a rest. Maybe there's a need to get more rest and not overwork yourself. Somebody wants to give you some kind of offer, but is in between. They're on the fence. Maybe you're on the fence for taking some kind of offer of some kind of support because you put something to rest in the past. You're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to start something new, and you're going to start on a new path, and it is blessed, and know that it is. It's blessed and supported by Spirit. The full character will denote optimism, and it denotes strength and courage, and know your path is blessed by the divine. if there was a third-party situation, or if someone made you a third-party situation, or, you know, or somebody was having some kind of infidelity within your life, it's important to know that this situation might not, to really think about the decision, and because it might not really be for you. This reunion, this reconciliation with somebody in the past who kind of screwed you over in the past, it really rethink this reconciliation, because it might not be the right path for you. If you were dealing and working with this person in the past, was it the right path for you? What was the reasons that you didn't continue working with this person? There was something that transcribed within this relationship that it was a reason why it didn't work out, and it's important to be aware of that and why that was, and to really ask yourself, why do you think that that might change? What you don't know, there is going to be a movement towards you, and it might be two different people, you know, it might be two different energies, one old, one new. And there's a different energies wanting to come and like give you some kind of offer. One is going to give you an offer of passion. One is going to give you an offer of emotion. Somebody wants to exchange gifts with you, and you know, start communicating with you, but they have not been able to do so as of yet. And it's something that you don't know and don't see. Because it looks like there were a couple of people holding back from communicating with you. Somebody wants to come towards you. They're trying to build up courage and strength, and they're very passionate about you, and you know, maybe somewhat egotistical, and they want to come towards you, but there is an intimidation factor. You intimidate them somehow. It's like they're trying to work up the courage. Somebody is also, another energy is looking for you, and maybe spying on, not really spying, they've been keeping an eye out for you, and they're going to come towards you as well. You don't see this yet, but someone has like someone else may be more emotionally like kind of like feeling connected towards you. And I feel like a couple of people want to come in and to exchange some kind of communication and passionate communication, and exchange gifts with you. They think that you're mysterious and magical in some kind of way. And if you don't see it, and if you don't know, I feel that it will happen within your future. Just be sure to be perceptive of whoever comes in your energy. Give me one more card out. One more card. Oh, look at that. Maybe a couple more.
You gotta keep those crops.
Wow. I'm not even like, look at that. Yin and yang. Divine feminine and divine masculine. There's going to be a soulmate union that's going to come into your energy. And if they haven't yet, and I know you've been hearing this for a long time, but I feel it's going to happen. When it does, it's important to be within the present moment. You know, stay within the present, not to look too far ahead of the future, not to let ghosts of the past ruin it for you with suspicion, not to be overly optimistic and overlook red flags. Just be very present with the now, and, be observant in who you're dealing with, because I feel like there's going to be a choice and it feels like it's up to you to determine which choice is right for you. There is a coming together of energies, and when there is, be present within the moment, or you could ruin it and be open to any new experiences that come your way, but also be aware of what come towards you as well. Be ready. Gee whiz, look at that. I don't think that usually happens all that much. You have a soulmate coming your way and a karmic coming your way. Is it like, holy crap? It's always when you're trying to just focus on yourself and your own needs and passions that people start coming out of the woodwork, right? Let's see. What is your energy? 2 cards for past life karmic karma? Past life karma? What is your past life karma with this person? 2 cards. Health. Interesting. Karmic relationship. Love life. 2 cards for this side. Wow. That just fell right out. What? Did I have this before? That's weird. I think I pulled these cards before, but I swear I shuffled them. There is a karmic situation that is going to come into your life. You've had a past life, love life with this person. This is someone who could have been a healer or a shaman. Maybe there is a love child within this situation, or an abandonment of the situation. Is there a third energy? What's the energy of the third energy around you? What's the energy of the third energy? Energy of the third energy. Past life karma with the third energy. Past life karma with the third energy. Past life karma with the third energy. Interesting. Okay. 2 Greco-Roman. Okay, 1 more card for you and 1 more card for the third energy. Unrequited love. One more card for the third energy and their karmic relationship towards you. Hearts. I feel like whatever lifetime you had with the third energy that's around you, you came from two different worlds. Now, you had unrequited love on your side. This is someone that you didn't have interest in. You could have been high nobility or someone within the arts, someone throughout Greco-Roman culture. And I think when the Celtic and the Roman culture combined was throughout the Crusades, or not just exactly the Crusades, but it was the Roman Catholic Church trying to spread Christianity through the Celtic regions. And you could have been a nun, like one of those missionaries on a missionary work, trying to teach that area about that arts and reading, writing, Christianity, and maybe you met throughout some kind of creative endeavor, or this could have been missionary work on your part to teach Christianity to pagans, or people who were pagans throughout that time, people in rural areas who were more of fishermen, I guess, who was also fishermen, farming, rural. Whatever reason you two came together, there was definitely unrequited love throughout here, and I felt a little bit of this energy kind of returned within this life. There was some kind of like expelling of karma, and then kind of a feeling of being disillusioned with the entire thing. Whoever this person that you dealt with is coming back as well, on top of a love life situation. That could be coming, and I feel like or this could have been a third love situation as of now. Like maybe this was actually more in the modern times, and this was your ethnicity within this life. Maybe you could have been in some kind of arts, creative arts, theater, fine arts, music. And maybe this was even like people from different cultures. Maybe you were in a loveless relationship or marriage. And this third party situation, there was an infidelity, because perhaps there was a loss of love within the marriage, and perhaps you two were bohemians, as in like artists in some kind of way, from different backgrounds, and this was a third life situation. This was a third party situation then, as it is now, as in like these energies are coming back around within this life. And I feel like you were possibly with this person, someone with Celtic ancestry, someone from rural parts, and you were together because of artistic endeavors. You could have been creative artists, singers, dancers, theater. And if you weren't romantically together or married, then this person was in love with you. And you had no interest in this person, but there was a third party situation. I feel like you guys were together. This was a relationship, a loss of love, and there was a third party situation. Maybe you fell in love with a doctor or a shaman in some kind of way. Maybe this was a traveling arts or, an artist or like, some kind of creative arts, theater, or some kind of like act, and you guys, or musical talent on the show and on the road, doing shows and music, and there was an infidelity and you fell in love with the third party, and this is the third party you fell in love with. I feel like this person was Native American and Native American ancestry. I feel like you had an encounter and a forbidden love with this person, and you returned back to your loveless marriage or partner. Maybe you saw this person because there was something wrong with your health and you were looking for spiritual or medical healing, and you've met this person and you fell in love. This is playing out within this life, and there's two people that's going to come your way wanting your attention, and one of them is somebody you want, the other is somebody that you don't want. And it's important to make room for what you want by getting rid of what you don't want, so you could actually have that space for what you do. And I feel like because in the past you settled for your long-term marriage or partner that you weren't even really in love with, and you felt like you were both cheated out of something that you honestly wanted, but you kind of stuck to your commitment, and you kind of missed a chance with the love of your life. And I feel like you're going to get a second chance within this life, and there's going to be some karma that's going to be played out within two suitors that's going to come in your way that you have some past life karma with. And it's going to be a similar choice within this life, and it depends on the choices that you make based on your intuition that will tell you what is the right thing for you. But you got a lot of energies coming your way. You have like these people dropping out of everywhere wanting to, open communication and speak to you. But I feel like you'll have a very clear idea of the right person and situation for you, as long as you are open to, what people tell you and don't tell you, what they actually do and don't do, and, be aware of, what any energy actually wants, like what are their intentions and what are their shared values, goals, morals, and beliefs. And if it matches up with, something that will that will support your overall moral structure and, you know, your idea of happiness in the future. But that's what I got for you, Taurus. You are the love machine right now, and you're attracting a shit ton of attention. Just be open to the right kind of person that you get attention from. But that's what I got for you. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. To the channel really helps get the word out. Donation box below if you feel moved to do so. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Much love and bye.